Hello, and welcome to another episode of Simple Economics Radio, where we're going to talk about personal finances. Simple Economics was created under the vision of personal finances and mostly of how to manage them. And today I'm going to give three important advices towards how to manage our income and our expenditure. The first thing is something that I read in this book recently published called Scarcity. This book offered a very significant detail about how we develop tunnel vision, and they use an example of what is the second cause of death for firefighters in their jobs, and it was not using a seatbelt. And that was so impressive for me because the thing is, you see a person that helps others, that knows about security, that they teach them this sort of things in the school, in fighter school, and they don't use a seatbelt. Why is this? And the authors say that this is because usually you develop a tunnel vision. You only see straight forward. You don't see the sides. You just see forward, and because of that, you cannot contemplate the circumstances around. And that is the same thing that happens with money. The first advice is to develop a goal that you can reach. A goal that uses other words that becoming rich or becoming a millionaire. Because becoming a millionaire, becoming rich, is just a word. It is abstract and it doesn't have any power behind it. Why? Because sometimes the problem is that we offer a concept like richness to being rich, and then when we achieve richness, we don't know what it is. Maybe it has changed. Maybe our vision has changed. So the first thing is to really clarify what are we doing this financial planning. And the first thing is, okay, I want to have money to buy a car. I want to pay my house in less time. I want to pay the mortgage. I want to pay the credit card. I want to pay. But richness is that. Because richness really is having free time, being free of worries, financial worries. And that is very important because although they can tell us that being a millionaire, being a billionaire can get us to the different places we want, maybe we don't want to be there. And that's the thing. When you get there, maybe you are disappointed that this is not what you expected. So the first thing is just really define what you're doing. Do it in goals that are from 1 year. You want to pay your credit card in 1 year, in 2 years. You want to pay your house in 20 years, but you want to pay the first installment in the first year. You want to pay the second installment in the second year. And you go like that. Because the thing is that when you just try to express things in abstract ways, they change. They change. And maybe what you thought when you were 5 was a rich person is not the same vision that you have today about a rich person. And that's the first one. The second one is, what are you living for financially? What are your priorities? Because the second thing is that when we usually talk about our money, we have to set up priorities. Maybe our priority is the education of our kids. Okay, perfect. We're going to work towards that, and that will be the main objective, trying to cover the necessities of the education for our kids. Okay, perfect. You can do that. And then comes everything later. One of the things I have seen with the clients is usually they do not know what is their priority. So their priority can be going to a party, going to the movies, and not the big priority, the beehive. Rockefeller said that the most important thing you're working towards. Even financial freedom. Okay, I want to have more time with my kids, so what I'm going to do is a plan. But you have to have a vision. That's why in Simple Economics we talk a lot about Stoicism, because Stoicism gives a vision. Gives a vision that it is not about money. It is about doing better things, being a better man, helping, like trying to achieve something greater than just accumulating money. And that's why we use Stoicism in Simple Economics. But you can use another type of philosophy or vision, but the main thing is that you take it as yours and you define it. Because the third step is controlling your expenditure. The first thing they said is, look, let's create more income. Perfect. That can be created, but that is not in our hands. It is not in our hands because we don't know if we're going to be working tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we get sick and we cannot work anymore. Maybe tomorrow we have financial problems. Maybe tomorrow we have to pay something for an accident. We don't know. And our income is not stable in the future. What we can do and what is stable is our expenditures. Although there are emergencies and stuff like this that you cannot predict, the other things you can see. You can see how you're expending your money. And there are two simple tricks. First, you can use an app. I use personally Home Budget. It's a very nice app and it gives me the information I need. You can use another one. This is only a recommendation. So when you try to use this, you go ahead and you record every expenditure you make. It doesn't matter if it's small. It doesn't matter if you paid it online or if you paid it in cash or if you paid it in credit. You record it. And that will give you a photograph of how is your financial life right now. Where is the money going? Was this expenditure necessary or not? Maybe the expense was obsolete. Maybe you regret it. So that's the first thing. And if you don't use this type of mechanisms, you can use another one that I have found very simple and very effective. That is taking pictures. Okay, you just go and take pictures about the things you buy. So you buy, for example, a rug, you take a picture of the rug. And if you buy, for example, a coffee, you take a picture of the coffee, and you go like that. The thing is that you get the conscience that your financial life has these expenditures. After that, you can do the reductions necessary for a better life. But if you fail to do step 2, that was aiming your priorities, you're going to be cutting things that are important. So you're going to say, yeah, I'm in a lot of debt, so I'm going to take my kids out of school and do other things. No, the first thing is, okay, what we can cut that doesn't affect our priorities. If it gets to our priorities, then it's okay. But we have made every possible sacrifice not to change our priority. And that is very important because we are sacrificing maybe the future because of things about the past. And we can change that in the present. So it's very important for us to reflect with that. Again, my name is Mauricio Garita, and this is Simple Economics Radio.